Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. We're looking at the 2023-24 annual report for Titan Company Ltd.
Cool.
We're going to really unpack what they've achieved, their strategies, and get a feel for this major player.
Yeah, they're huge.
They are, in India and globally, so let's just get right into it.
Sounds good.
So, what I found exciting about this report is
Yeah.
just how ambitious Titan is.
Oh, yeah. In what way?
Well, they've laid out this plan. They're calling it Titan Turbo.
Okay.
And they're aiming for a consolidated revenue of, are you ready for this?
Uh,
1,000 crore.
wow. That's a lot.
It's a huge EE number. And they're also
Yeah.
looking to boost their international business to be worth USD 500 million by 2026-27.
Wow. So they're not messing around.
No, they're not. And
Yeah.
it really shows they're not just thinking big, they're actually planning for it.
So how are they going to do it? What's the strategy?
Well, they're actually leveraging what they're already good at. So, for example, their eye care division already has over 900 stores across India.
Wow.
And they're not stopping there.
I see. So they're expanding.
Yeah, they're aiming to basically become the benchmark for the whole Indian optical industry.
Interesting. So more than just opening more stores.
Definitely. It's about how they treat their customers, too.
Okay.
So they've got this approach, they call it honest selling.
I like that.
Me too. And it's all about building trust and transparency,
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's probably why they've got such a loyal base.
Makes sense.
But what's really innovative is their investment in technology. So they've developed this thing called Drive Z.
Drive Z.
Yeah, it's a lens technology.
Okay.
Enhances vision, especially for driving.
Ah, that's cool.
And then they've got Neo Sync. It's their adaptive progressive lens.
Oh, wow. So like for different lifestyles.
Exactly.
So what makes these lenses so special? Like, are we talking cutting edge here?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Drive Z, see, it enhances contrast and it reduces glare. So it makes driving safer, especially at night.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Neo Sync, this one, well, it adjusts to different lighting conditions and distances.
So you don't need multiple pairs of glasses.
Exactly. It's like they're anticipating what you need before you even know you need it.
That's really smart.
It really is. They're pushing boundaries for sure.
So it's not just lenses, right? What about that thing I read about them going paperless for their FSV job tickets?
Oh, yeah.
What even is FSV?
FSV stands for Free Sight and Vision.
Okay.
It's like the initial eye exam and consultation they do.
Oh, okay.
So by going digital with those tickets, they've eliminated, get this, 500,000 sheets of paper a year.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know, environmentally friendly, but it's also streamlined their work, save time and money.
Really efficient.
Yeah, they're hitting sustainability, efficiency, and customer experience all at once.
Impressive. But what about their jewelry? Like Tanishka's huge, right?
It is. Tanish, it's basically a household name in India.
Pretty much.
They're India's biggest jewelry retailer. Yeah, they are. They've built this reputation for purity, style, and, innovative designs, but it's their customer service that really keeps people coming back for more.
They've got great customer service.
Yeah, they do. And I've heard they're investing a lot in technology to make it even better.
Interesting. Like what?
Well, they're upgrading their CRM systems.
CRM.
That's short for customer relationship management.
Okay.
Basically, it lets them personalize interactions and give a seamless experience across all their channels.
Oh, see, yeah.
And
Yeah.
get this, they're even using AI for content creation and analytics.
Wait, AI for like jewelry design?
Yeah,
So they're replacing their designers with robots?
not quite robots, but they are using AI in a big way.
Okay.
They've got this thing called Center for Innovation and Technology Excellence, or CIT,
Catching.
to use AI for enhancing productivity and even authenticating products.
Whoa, so that frees up their human designers to do the really creative stuff.
Exactly. It's AI assisting, not replacing.
That makes a lot of sense.
It really does. But it's not just jewelry, right? They're big in watches and wearables too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So how do they stand out? There's so much competition these days.
Well, one thing they're doing is transitioning to a new CRM platform.
Ah, so like the jewelry side.
Exactly. So this new system, it's all about engaging with customers better and,
Yeah.
creating these really personalized journeys based on what they like and what they bought before.
So using data to understand their customers.
Yep. It's about building relationships, not just making a sale.
That's smart. But what are they doing that's like really cutting edge?
Well, they've got this thing. It's an AI-powered dealer indenting portal, D2D.
Okay.
Basically, it uses AI to analyze sales data and predict demand.
Whoa. So dealers know what to stock.
Exactly. Right products, right time.
Really streamlines things.
Totally. Cuts out inefficiencies.
But they're not stopping there, right? What about that thing with AI for product development?
Oh, yeah. Chat GPT specifically.
Really? That's interesting.
It is. It's a bold move.
Yeah.
But they're using it to analyze market trends and customer feedback, even generate design ideas.
So they're using AI to get creative.
Yeah.
Wow. They really are shaping the future of retail.
For sure. And it's not just the software.
Ah.
They're making waves with manufacturing, too.
What do you mean?
Well, they're lens manufacturing.
Oh, right. They're investing in making metal frames now, right?
Yes. First time they're doing it.
Huge. So why bring it in-house?
Well, it gives them more control over their supply chain.
Makes sense.
It ensures the highest quality standards, They can really monitor everything.
So from a quality control perspective, that makes sense.
It does. But it's also about becoming more self-reliant, less dependent on other suppliers.
That's smart. Gives them more flexibility.
Exactly. And in lines with their sustainability goals, too.
Oh, right. Because they're sourcing materials locally.
Yeah, reducing their carbon footprint.
So it's a win-win.
Totally.
Yeah.
But they're not just focusing on lenses, they're also expanding into fashion accessories and fragrances.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, they're adding 30 new stores for fashion accessories by the end of 2024-25.
Wow.
And with fragrances, they're going for a premiumization strategy.
Premiumization. What does that mean?
Basically focusing on more expensive products like $3,000 and above.
Oh, so appealing to a wealthier customer.
It's partly that, but it's also about creating that sense of exclusivity and luxury.
So elevating their brand.
Exactly. And they've had successful launches with fragrances like NOX, Nora, and NOX OUD Luxe.
I've heard of those. But what about their Indian dresswear division? Tanera, right.
Yes, Tanera. They're doing really well.
What's their secret?
Well, they're all about celebrating India's textile heritage,
Beautiful saris and stuff.
Exactly. Exquisitely crafted, timeless, and elegant.
Yeah, I could see why they're doing well.
And they've been opening a lot of new stores, too.
They have.
They opened 32 new Tanera stores last year, bringing their total to 73, and they're planning another 35 in the coming year.
Whoa, so they're really going for it.
It seems like they're firing on all cylinders,
They really are. Expanding, innovating, and they seem to be doing it all sustainably, too.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. But what about their people?
Oh, that's a good point. How are they treating their employees with all this growth going on?
Well, one of their key focus areas is diversity, equity, and inclusion.
That's good to hear. But are they just saying that, or are they actually doing something?
They're definitely walking the talk.
Like what?
They've got diversity training programs for employees
Okay.
and sensitization workshops specifically for managers.
Okay, that makes sense.
And they've got targeted leadership development and mentorship opportunities so everyone has a chance to grow.
So they're really investing in their people.
They are. And they're going a step further, too. They actively celebrate events like International Women's Day, International Day for People with Disabilities, and Pride Month.
Wow, so it's not just about acknowledging these events, they're actually promoting inclusion.
Exactly. It sounds like they're creating a really welcoming and inclusive environment for everyone.
That's fantastic. But are they also doing anything for the larger community? Not just their employees?
Definitely. They've got some really great CSR programs.
CSR?
Yeah, corporate social responsibility.
Oh, okay.
And it's all about empowering communities and having a positive impact.
Like how?
Well, they're supporting underprivileged girls through education and skill development programs.
That's great.
They're really passionate about preserving Indian arts, crafts, and heritage as well.
Oh, wow.
Making sure those traditions are carried on.
That's so cool. It's nice to see a company that cares about more than just profits.
I agree. And their commitment to environmental sustainability is just as impressive.
Oh, right. We talked a bit about their localized production efforts. What else are they doing?
Well, they're trying to minimize reliance on fossil fuels,
Okay.
switching to renewable energy like solar and wind power,
Makes sense.
and implementing energy-efficient solutions in their offices and factories.
Wow, they're really going all out.
They are. They're even reusing water and
Yeah.
have these robust recycling programs.
Sounds like sustainability is built into their culture.
It really does. But what about their governance? Are they as transparent as they say they are?
Good question.
Well, transparency and ethical conduct are super important to them.
Okay.
They actually operate under the Tata Code of Conduct, which has really high ethical standards.
I've heard of that, yeah.
And they've got their own set of codes, too, to guide their business practices and ensure transparency and accountability.
So they're really serious about it.
Oh, yeah. But let's talk about their financial performance. Have all these initiatives actually made them money?
Yeah, how are their numbers looking?
Well, in 2023-24, they had a 23% growth in total revenue, reaching 47,114 crore.
Wow, that's impressive. Especially considering they had to deal with those volatile gold prices and all that.
They did. And the competition in the affordable segment is getting tougher too.
So how did they manage such great growth despite those challenges?
Well, a few key strategies come to mind. First, they expanded aggressively across all their business segments.
Makes sense.
Second, they invested heavily in consumer promotions.
To attract new customers.
Exactly. And finally, they continued with their premiumization strategy, particularly in the watches and wearables division.
So focusing on higher margin products.
Exactly.
Smart moves. But they're not just about profits, are they? We talked about their commitment to diversity and inclusion.
Absolutely. They've made significant progress in what they call their DEINB journey.
DEINB.
Yeah, that stands for diversity, equity, inclusion, A&D, belonging.
Oh, wow. So they're really going all in on creating a truly inclusive workplace.
Yeah. And they're doing it in a really structured way.
Oh, how so?
Each division and function at Titan has set specific goals based on 4 key pillars: culture, career, communication, and community.
So they're making sure DEINB is part of everything they do.
Exactly. But they're not immune to challenges, right?
Yeah,
What kind of risks are they concerned about?
that's a good point. Every business faces risks.
Yeah, so one of the key ones they've identified is the growing presence of lab-grown diamonds.
Oh, yeah. How is that a risk for them?
Well, lab-grown diamonds are becoming more and more popular.
True, I've seen them around.
They're more affordable and seen as more ethical than mined diamonds.
Yeah, I guess so.
So it could potentially impact their sales of natural diamond jewelry.
That makes sense. So how are they dealing with that?
They're closely monitoring the market.
Keeping an eye on the competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're also tracking those technological advancements in lab-grown
I
diamonds.
gotta stay ahead of the game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also concerned about their reliance on sourcing from other countries for their watches and wearables.
Oh, yeah, I can see how that would be a risk. Like, what if there are supply chain disruptions?
Exactly. So they're taking a prevention-based approach to safety across their entire supply chain.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, it includes things like awareness building, training programs, and enhancing capabilities.
So making their supply chain more resilient.
Yes. And they're also exploring ways to diversify their sourcing.
So not relying too much on any one country.
Exactly.
That's smart. But how are they communicating all of this to people, like their stakeholders?
Oh, they've got a really interesting approach for that. They're using theater-based plays.
Theater?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
Well, these plays, they're designed to communicate their key messages about their initiatives, values, and strategies, but in a way that's really engaging.
I'd never heard of that before.
It's definitely different. They're using theater to make their annual report come to life.
Uh-huh. That's kind of cool.
It is. So what do you think so far? This has been a pretty insightful look into Titan, right?
They're doing a lot of things right, that's for sure.
I agree. They're not just focused on the bottom line. They're really committed to their employees, the community, and the environment. They're leading with a purpose.
Yeah, they really are. What really stood out to me was their paper reduction. Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
500,000 sheets a year.
Just from going digital with the FSV job tickets?
It's the kind of action that really makes a difference.
Totally. And not just talk. They're actually doing it.
Yeah.
But what I found impressive was
Yeah.
using ChatGPT for product development.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty wild.
It really shows how willing they are to try new technology.
Yeah, and finding creative solutions, right?
Yeah. And not just reacting, but trying to anticipate what's next.
They're trying to stay ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not just about using fancy tech either. It's about using it to benefit everybody.
No, their customers, their employees.
And the planet.
Exactly. It seems like they're really good at finding that balance.
Yeah. Between success
Yeah.
and, positive impact.
It's like they found this magic formula,
Yeah.
profit with purpose.
And a key ingredient there
Yeah.
seems to be their customer-centric approach.
Oh, for sure.
Like from their honest selling in eye care to their personalized CRM systems for jewelry.
It's going the extra mile to make people feel good.
Yeah. Valued, understood.
Yeah, and they're doing it through technology too, right?
Yep.
Creating those seamless online journeys and personalized recommendations.
And even anticipating customer needs.
It's like they're always changing their approach.
Yeah, to meet expectations.
But it's not just technology, right?
Right.
They're also known for their quality and craftsmanship.
Oh, yeah. Especially with Sinish and Tenera.
Absolutely. Those are timeless values.
Yeah.
And they've woven that into their brand stories.
Think about Tanish with the focus on purity and customer service.
Yeah, it's more than just pretty jewelry.
It's peace of mind,
You know you're getting something good.
ethically sourced.
And with Tanera, it's about India's textile heritage.
It is, showcasing those traditional weavers.
It's not just saris, it's stories and traditions.
And that Weaver Shella program really reinforces that commitment to keeping those crafts alive.
Absolutely.
It's not just marketing, it's making a real impact.
One of the things that makes Titan so special,
Yeah.
they're not just about the profits.
Right. They want to make a positive difference.
And that extends to their employees, too.
It does, creating that diverse and inclusive environment.
Their DEIMB is impressive.
It is.
They're taking action, not just talking.
From the training to mentorship to leadership development.
Yeah, and they're celebrating those important events, too.
They are. International Women's Day, Disability Day, Pride Month.
Yeah, it shows they're committed to creating a welcoming space.
Where everyone feels valued and respected.
And empowered to succeed.
And let's not forget their CSR initiatives.
Inspiring.
They're supporting girls, offering skills development, preserving arts and crafts.
And that chips manufacturing unit for the tribal women.
I know. Such a great example of creating sustainable livelihoods.
Empowering those communities.
Making a difference in people's lives.
And they're committed to the environment, too.
Yeah, reducing fossil fuels, renewable energy, energy efficiency.
Reusing water, reducing waste, recycling.
They're really trying to be a responsible and sustainable business.
Setting a high bar.
And they're doing all this while getting amazing financial results.
Yeah, 23% growth in revenue.
With volatile gold prices and competition.
And it's amazing.
Profits and purpose going hand in hand.
So inspiring.
Absolutely. But they're not perfect.
True.
They know about those risks they're facing.
Yeah, like the lab-grown diamonds.
And relying on global sourcing for their watches and wearables.
True. No business is without challenges.
The important thing is they're aware of them.
And taking steps to mitigate them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like monitoring those lab-grown diamond developments.
Yeah, staying informed.
And they're diversifying their sourcing.
Making their supply chain stronger.
And remember that innovative communication approach.
Oh, yeah. The theater.
So creative.
Connecting with people on a deeper level.
It's definitely more engaging than a press release.
Way more. So what have we learned about Titan? What are the key takeaways?
I think it's clear that Titan is about more than just profits.
They're making a positive impact.
Committed to employees, community, environment, and they're not afraid to embrace new ideas and technologies.
Totally. And they're very customer-centric.
Always evolving to meet those needs.
And facing challenges head-on.
They're adaptable.
They're willing to learn and evolve.
I think a lot of companies can learn from them.
They're a great example of doing business the right way.
But their journey's not over.
It's just beginning. They're still growing and facing new things.
What do you think the future holds for Titan? What trends will shape their path?
That's a great question. I think technology will continue to be hugely important.
Yeah, we've seen how they're embracing AI, VR, and AR.
They're using it to enhance their operations, personalize things for customers, and drive innovation.
Yeah, and I think we'll only see them using it more and more.
But it's not just about adopting it, it's about using it ethically and responsibly.
And for the benefit of everyone involved.
And sustainability is another key trend.
It's not optional anymore.
It's essential for long-term success.
And Titan is ahead of the game.
Absolutely. They're committed to reducing their footprint, empowering communities, and promoting ethical sourcing.
It's more than a buzzword for them.
It's part of their DNA.
And it's going to be a big advantage for them.
Consumers want to support brands that align with their values.
And Titan is in a great position to capture that market.
But it's not just external factors like technology and sustainability.
Right.
It's also about their people.
Yeah, attracting and keeping the best talent.
We talked about their DEIMB and their focus on creating a positive environment.
Yeah, in today's job market, prioritizing employees is key.
It gives you a real edge.
And Titan seems to understand that.
They're investing in their people, creating that culture where everyone feels valued and respected.
Empowered to succeed.
That's going to drive their success.
So even with challenges ahead, they seem ready.
I think so. Vision, strategy, talent, values.
Everything they need to thrive.
It's inspiring to see how they're balancing growth with responsibility.
Yeah, not just profits, but a business that's good for everyone.
It's a reminder that business can be a force for good.
And Titan is leading the charge.
As we've been talking, it's amazing how everything seems connected in their business.
Yeah, it's all integrated.
Their innovation fuels their sustainability, their customer focus, strengthens employee engagement, and it's all built on ethics.
It's like a virtuous cycle,
Everything reinforces each other
driving success.
and making them so resilient.
A holistic approach, recognizing those connections.
I think that's a lesson for any business.
It's not enough to just focus on one thing.
You need to bring it all together.
Create a sustainable business model.
And Titan shows how to do that.
So what do you think is the most important factor for Titan's future success?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose,
Yeah.
staying ahead of the curve with innovation.
Interesting. Why innovation?
Because retail is always changing.
Right.
Consumer preferences, new technologies, global market.
It's all evolving.
They need to anticipate those changes.
It's that adapt.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
need to be constantly innovating,
Experimenting.
finding new ways to create value.
We've seen them use AI and ChatGPT.
But what other areas could they innovate in?
Yeah, like what else?
Sustainability, supply chain management, even employee engagement.
Give me some examples.
Well, in sustainability, using more sustainable materials,
Okay.
circular economy principles, products with a positive impact,
Like what?
jewelry from recycled metals, watches powered by renewable energy,
Okay, cool.
even clothes from biodegradable fabrics.
That would appeal to a lot of people.
And with supply chain management, there's a lot of opportunity with transparency and ethical sourcing.
Like blockchain.
Exactly. Tracking materials, ensuring they're ethical.
Giving consumers more confidence.
And for employees, they could empower them even more.
Okay.
Give them a sense of ownership and purpose.
Like how?
More autonomy and flexibility, opportunities to contribute to sustainability, even microloans for social enterprises.
Those are some big ideas.
They need to be bold to stay ahead.
It sounds like they're up for it.
They have the right mindset.
It's been fascinating learning about Titan.
And I'm excited to see what they do next.
Me too. So what stood out to you the most from all of this?
What are you going to take away from our deep dive today?
We want to hear from you.
Share your thoughts on social media or leave a comment on our website.
And if you want to learn even more about Titan,
You should.
the link to their full annual report is in the show notes.
It's full of great info.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
They're really an impressive company.
Yeah, it's amazing to see a company like Titan not just keeping up, but like
Yeah,
shaping the future of retail.
I agree.
Really pushing the boundaries with technology, sustainability.
Even how they talked to their stakeholders.
Yeah, it's like they're constantly asking,
Yeah.
how can we do this better?
How can we benefit everyone involved?
Exactly. And they're not afraid to challenge the way things are usually done.
You're like, what?
Like bringing that metal frame production in-house.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bold move, but it shows how serious they are about quality,
Yeah. And if
building a stronger supply chain.
and it fits perfectly with their sustainability goals.
Totally. Sourcing locally, reducing their footprint, supporting local communities.
It all ties together.
It does. And we can't forget about all their amazing work with DEI and B.
Yeah, they're not just talking about diversity and inclusion.
They're making it happen. Creating a workplace where everyone feels valued and respected.
Yeah, and empowered to succeed. They're setting a great example.
They really are. Showing that you can be successful and responsible.
It's really inspiring.
What really impressed me was their willingness to experiment,
Yeah, they're not afraid to take risks.
like using ChatGPT for product development.
That was a big one.
It was. But it shows they're not afraid of new technology.
Yeah, finding those creative ways to use it.
And it's paying off. They're responding to the market faster, developing better products, staying ahead of the competition.
And their commitment to sustainability is so genuine.
Yeah, it's not just about reducing their environmental impact.
It's about a more holistic approach.
Social and economic sustainability, too.
They're empowering communities, supporting artisans, promoting ethical sourcing.
And even using theater to get their message across.
Yeah, that was really creative.
It's clear that sustainability is part of who they are.
Yeah, it's not just a trend for them.
It's a core value.
I think that's what's going to make them stand out in the future.
I agree. Consumers care about these things.
They want to support brands that are doing good.
And Titan is definitely one of those brands.
You know, as we've been talking about Titan,
Yeah,
I've been thinking about what other businesses can learn from them.
me too. There's so many valuable lessons here.
The first one is having a clear purpose.
Yeah, a set of values that guides everything they do.
Their commitment to innovation, sustainability, and their people.
It shows in every decision they make.
It's not just about the money.
It's about making a positive impact.
That purpose drives their strategy and their culture.
And another lesson is being customer-centric.
Yeah, always looking for ways to improve the experience.
Personalized recommendations, seamless online journeys, great customer service.
It's about building loyalty.
And they're investing in the right things to achieve that.
Titan also shows us the importance of embracing innovation,
Being open to new ideas,
new technologies,
new ways of doing things,
and not being afraid to fail.
seeing failure as a chance to learn.
It's so important to have that mindset.
And finally, I think Titan is a reminder that business can be a force for good.
Yeah, they're showing us that it's possible to be profitable and purpose-driven.
To build a business that benefits everyone.
People, the planet, and the bottom line.
They're setting a great example for the rest of us.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Yeah, it looks like we've reached the end of our deep dive.
We've covered a lot.
We have. Their ambitions, their strategies, their values.
I'm really inspired by their commitment to doing things the right way.
Me too. And I can't wait to see what they do next.
I know it's going to be exciting to watch them grow.
And for anyone who wants to learn even more about Titan,
Yeah, you should definitely check out their full annual report.
the link is in the show notes.
And until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.